Welcome back to Andertons TV. Today we are looking at Flatley guitar pedals.
Yes!
We met Paul Flatley last year. He's a British guy based out of Gloucester, I think, making pedals. Bizarrely, we met him in Germany, like you do, at the Mannheim Guitar Show.
Yeah.
He started his business in 2016. He'd had a 30-year career as a aviation electronics expert, but guitar player as well.
You know.
Very Thorpe-esque.
Yeah.
But yeah, musician, guitar player, done a load of repairs and bits and bobs like that. Like, so the backstory is very familiar for people that start doing this.
But these looks amazing,
They look amazing.
They look amazing.
His brother Michael, you might know as well, he invented a kind of dance that enabled you to switch these kind of like multiple pedals
at the same time, instead of having multiple
Absolutely.
a switcher.
That went on to be hugely successful. He tours the world showing people how to do like the pedal dancey thing. But anyway, we're talking about Paul's pedals today.
Hey, check that out here. What does that say there, by the way?
Just underneath his nose.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so deep. It's hard to say. I'm pretty sure it says like and subscribe. Every 10,000 new subscribers, we give away pedals. When we get to 1 million, we're giving away an original clone.
And this year, we have to hit that 1 million. Please.
Yeah. And look, come on. We're going to try and whiz through these dozen or so pedals. So again, if you're specifically interested in something, check the timestamps because you'll be able to fast forward to the one you want to see.
That was a very efficient big thing to YouTube efficiency.
It was.
Who is this guy?
I'm not sure, but let's start with this. So, I'm doing this in order of how he lists them on his website.
In the order?
This is called the Centurion and is described as a transparent overdrive. So can we head it? Let's have a...
It looks so cool, man. I love the sparkles and the design is so cool.
The sparkly ones are my favourite. I'm so vain.
I'm so vain. Standard setup here. Noel, 12 o'clock almost on this one here. A bit more bass. Actually, I'll take some of the bass off, should I?
Really? No, leave it in.
Okay, so...
sounds great.
Yeah, a DPT, and we got a Epiphone standard Les Paul over here. Anyway,
Perfect.
That's the clean.
I was fiddling around just as the guys were setting the cameras up, and I've got this set super low, like almost minimum gain, not really any volume, using it like I might use almost like an EP boosty kind of like but I just thought,
slight compressor. But
I love this amplifier.
Yeah.
But like I love that's just better.
Yeah, when you're playing on your own, you want a little bit more low end. This design of these is so cool with the... what is that? So you put on... He does the gain.
He's obviously
on the top
laser cutting his knobs up. I tell you what, is it quite interesting on these as well, which might throw you. All right, so he uses... I mean, I guess you can change the position of the knobs, but he uses completely south... pointing line to indicate 0. Where's maximum then? Okay, so I mean you can move the knobs if you want to, but so yeah, this is that first sound was really just like just a fattening it up. Put a bit of extra.
And that's on the back pickup as well, so that's lots of low end.
I must admit,
Sorry.
We live in a world of jaffods, and I suppose to a certain degree every new overdrive pedal is another twist on something that's come before, but that's a good sounding one and a cracking looking one.
I love the sparkles in it, man.
Yeah,
the design is so cool.
What circuit does it remind you of?
It's very thick.
I mean,
fat as a Coke can.
He was called it a Centurion, so I'm immediately going, well, is it Centaur?
Yeah,
inspired, but it sounds fatter.
Sounds fatter. Is there treble? Is that treble?
Yeah, of course, it's a clon.
Oh, this sounds great, man.
That sounds good. It's all downhill from here, isn't it? It's
yeah.
Okay, a bit more gain.
do the climb thing.
I don't think it's got as much in the mid-range as my Tumnus would have, or something like that. It's more in the bottom end.
More of a Mudhoney type thing.
Maybe.
T-Rex.
Could we hear it with a
humbucker?
We have just got a Communal Garden Epiphone Les Paul, no modifications at all, 60s one, because I was kind of thinking every time I say to Pete, can we hear it with the Les Paul? Yeah. We pick up a £10,000 Tom Murphy custom shop one,
which is nice for us,
which I guess most people won't be able to afford, but hopefully most of you can afford one of these. Oh, let's turn it up.
Let's turn it up. Oh, it's fat again. It's fat. I'm enjoying the sounds. I'm enjoying the playing with it.
Yeah. I briefly tried these. I have a feeling it was through headphones at the Guitar Summit in Mannheim.
Yeah.
And I thought it sounded pretty good, but headphones are such a crap way of hearing guitar and overdrive and all that kind of stuff. I'm substantially more impressed hearing it in the flesh. Does it do the clonny thing with that?
I don't know. It's not as compressed.
No,
it's just
so we
fat.
think it's got more bass end, fatter, not quite the mid hump that a clonny's got.
Yeah, it's pushing that.
Yeah, but it's got a nice, really nice kind of fat overdrive tone.
Almost like a fuzz. Anyway, we've got so many to go through. Maybe we should move on.
The next one is the DG Fuzz, which looks spectacular.
Look at these. Look at them, man.
Absolutely spectacular. Give us a minute. Okay, I'm not going to read you all the stuff that's on the Flattley website, or the Andertons website for that matter. You can go read that yourself if you want. But this is a fuzz pedal, if you can read. We have volume gain. Does that say gain or grunt? Gain. I think it says actually. What does that say?
Yeah, it says on it.
Pretty sure this says grunt, so let's hope so.
It's a G, not a C, right?
Fuzz and tone. Let's just start with everything a little bit up like this. Oh no, we need more.
That's super grunty. Sounds great, yeah. It's funny to go from lots of low end to something that's not.
I think it's quite vintage British fuzz, isn't it? Rather than it's not. It doesn't remind me of Big Muffy kind of stuff. But what if I wind it all in? Maybe.
Grunt is more low end.
Yeah. I think it says somewhere on here it's a two-stage fuzz, so I wonder if you've got one set of gain coming in from here and
grunt.
One. Yeah. I like it. Do you want to switch guitars?
Well, we can do. I mean, it's going to be a long video if we do that every time, isn't it?
Let's just do it for the drive pedals. I think for the modulation pedals, we'll just stick with the DPT.
Let's see how it grunts with this.
Do the spitty thing if you.
It's not the Velcro.
It's not a gated thing, is it? No.
That's the tone control all the way back. Huh?
Bit of money for none. I like it.
Something like that. It's great.
I like it.
It's great. It's great. It's great.
Okay, the next one, assuming we've got it, is, yes, the Nirvana.
Oh.
Okay, this says it's an analog delay. Gotta love an analog delay. We've got delay repeats, volume and tone. Let's see what it's.
You know what? I'll stay on this guitar.
Yeah.
Because can't be bothered to switch.
I still think that's my favourite
kind of delay.
Kind of delay.
Right. Yeah, you love that, don't you? Anyway, it sounds great.
No divisions.
It's got that old tape kind of thing at the end, you know.
It says on there that I can, if I want. If I whack the repeats up, it'll do that infinite. There you go. Gone all shoegazer on us there, Pete. Okay, so that's cool, the Flatley Nirvana. Let's see what's next on the list.
So that makes sense with that, with the head and the...
Plexstar Plexi Drive. So I'm guessing we're talking oldie-fashionedy, Marshall-y, typey soundsies. What does the little switch do? JFET transistors, boost switch. Right, it's a boost. That's why it says boost on it. Okay.
It says boost there, Lee.
It says boost. Yeah. Cadbury's boost. Really fat bottom end again.
Even fatter bottom end.
Oof. Oof. What does it do if we gun it?
Too much there. Too much. I reckon if you have low gain, you want a bit more of that. Nice.
That sounds great.
With that,
I know, it's just a good pedal.
You know what I think, man? I think it's incredible that people can come out with new pedals that still sounds good, and you know.
No, I totally agree. I've just got excited. This is the one with the mad face on it. Do you ever remember a band called The Cramps? Who, I mean, probably wasn't your thing, but they were like a sort of...
Yeah, I remember the name,
I think they're still going, actually, but it was like a psychobilly band from the 80s or the 90s. And I'm sure that graphic on the front was kind of like what they used to use on a lot of albums. But this is one of my favourites. This is going to be fun, because this is an octave harmonic fuzz.
Oh, nice. Turn it off first.
The halo thing round the knob is kind of nice. Halo.
That's insane.
It's a good question. What does it all do?
That's a sound I've never really heard before.
No, I'm just trying to say. So he describes it as a sort of a 60s, early 70s super fuzz, uni-fuzz kind of vibe.
Right.
The two-position switch is a choice between the full signal and a scooped signal that's more gritty. The expander control takes the fuzz sound from a wide fuzz sound to a completely over-the-top Velcro ripping sound. I don't know what the balance control does, like a volume, I suppose, but... It reminds me of... Do you remember when JHS did the Legends of Fuzz stuff?
Yeah.
It reminds me of the more sort of Japanese type, slightly crazier... You get that bloom, don't you?
With the two notes. There we go. That's great. That's like flute.
Tone down, maybe?
It is down.
Oh, that was right. You're doing it right.
They're super fun to play.
That's a lot of fun,
super
isn't it?
fun.
That's very cool. Very cool.
I do like these little... I think he used to have a base plate that was lit up, right? I think he's changed that to these little LEDs instead.
Fine. Okay.
Fine.
Well,
fine, he says.
Is the Poison Ivy. Moving on.
Yeah, that was fun.
Here we are. It's this one next. The Revolution. This was awarded a Guitarist Magazine Gear of the Year award in 2021. Describes it as a dynamic overdrive. So let's see what kind of tones we got out here, and then I'll tell you what this three-way switch does as well.
I would say it's more like is it more distortion-y?
Not according to this. According to this, it's supposed to be tube screamery.
Really?
That's what it says. That's
what it says. Okay, it's a fat tube screamer.
Yeah, it's definitely this one, and this one. The sparkle finish are the coolest looking ones.
Yeah.
I'm just going to buy with my eyes.
Does it have more gain than a tube screamer? I think
it's just fatter.
It's just fatter. And I like fat pedals. Wow. I mean, I like fat sound.
different types of hedge clipping here. We've got...
All right, so that might be what it is.
Okay, so in the middle, it's an op-amp circuit.
Okay.
In the upwards position, it's silicon diodes. And in the downwards position, it is LED diodes.
Let's just start here. Wow. That's more tube screamer. There, I get that there. That's more fuzzy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to say all the bass end comes back in there, doesn't it? And then this...
Maybe it's more tubes. It's it. I
think the bottom one's much... I think there's a lot more overdrive in there than a traditional tube screamer.
It sounds great.
I think really like it. I really like it.
Yeah, it sounds wicked.
Cool.
Looks wicked, sounds wicked. Wicked.
Next pedal, Mr. Pete, is the Solaris Pro, which says it's a fuzz with boost. Let's plug it in.
This looks cool, man.
I like it. It's like a tie-dye thing, isn't it?
Tie-dye. Oh, wow, so that's another fuzz here. That's more traditional fuzz.
I was going to say, or maybe more Big Muffy. It's a bit sort of...
It's more spit. Yeah, it's good, man.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's
nothing
great.
Wrong with that.
How much gain is there in that thing?
A lot.
In that thing.
That's fat. That is fat.
That is great, man.
Solaris Pro.
Salamis.
Solaris Pro. Wasn't that a film with Ben Affleck in it or something like that?
In the Salami Pro?
Maybe.
I think that was on another platform. That was great. That's I really like that. Whoopsie.
Want to go Faser next?
We'll go Faser next,
do it.
man.
This is the Star Faser. Okay, so the Star Faser has two controls, rate and depth. That's what we like. So we need on a Faser, right?
Yeah. Rate and depth, the two things you can't do.
Oof. Oh. 4-stage Faser. It's kind of crunchy.
I think that's because we set the amp set slightly gain and we're going straight in the front of the amp. You see what I'm saying, bro? How deep does it go, Lee?
How deep is your love?
Should really use something driven with this pedal, you know.
Yeah, go for it.
Right, here we go. I think that's, in my opinion, I think you want drive into your modulations, right?
I just...
Unless you're...
It's Van Halen did Faser into the driven amp, didn't
he?
Oh,
so he did. That's massive, that thing.
Yeah, that's a good pedal, that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
That enough phaser?
Yeah, it's enough
okay,
phaser.
fine. Our next pedal is the Ace, just the Ace, that's all it is. It's a boost. So I thought what we'd do is we'd boost with no overdrive and then we'll boost into an overdrive just to see what happens.
Take the gain down a bit on this one.
Into a clean amp.
That's nice.
Tons and tons of boost.
Yeah. I mean, it does what you want, just an always on kind of thing, right? Oh.
It also, I think this is a relatively underused feature of a boost pedal. It will also do a less. So our unity gain is around the middle here, I think. Around there.
Yeah.
So if you wanted a pedal that actually took volume away,
down.
Maybe you've got a super gainy amplifier, and rather than turn your volume on your guitar down, you want to just clean the sound up without having to touch your guitar. You can do it with a pedal where the volume will decrease as well.
Or maybe you've got a loud amp at home and you can't turn it down because there's not a master on it. You can use it to turn the volume down in your flat so nobody will complain next door. And then you don't have to get digital.
How does it work? If I turn the boost off here, and like you say, lower gain. Or let's demonstrate the opposite. So loads of gain, and then we'll want to clean up.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I like that. That's really good. It's not much. It's not like 30.
I was going to say, how much can you say about a pedal that just makes it slightly louder?
Yeah, exactly. There's not like 30 dBs. It's like 10 dBs.
I agree. I agree.
But it sounds good.
It's the slightly louder pedal.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 more to go. One is a chorus. One is a tremolo.
One is a pair in a pear tree.
Here comes the Valkyrie.
That's a great.
What was the flight of the Valkyrie? Was it a famous piece of classical music? Is it or something? I can't remember. Something like that.
Yeah. It's not just called. It's just called Valkyrie, isn't it?
Remember. Or was that the song that Amy Winehouse did? Why don't you come on over,
Valkyrie?
I know it wasn't actually Amy Winehouse who wrote that, but anyway. That's very Prince.
That's delicious. It's quite quick. It go quite quick.
Yeah, it's.
It's almost like
Leslie or something.
Yeah, almost into like a univibe type thing. It's funny, I'm missing that loudness now from the amp because the pedals are not there.
I was just about to say, it's
yeah, that is definitely univibe Leslie territory, isn't it? Yeah, that's,
who would use that?
Maybe, I don't know.
It's not much. Like you say, I think you've got univibe Leslie territory, or I just
chorus.
You know, my favourite choruses are just the old, Boss,
the TC or Boss,
you know, like, and that, That's all I ever want. It's just rate and depth control. Just going to fan out. So there we go.
Sounding
nice vintage
I love
chorus.
the design on this, going from the blue down to here and a Valkyrie flying around in the sky.
That's the Dane in you, I think, coming out. He's even got like some sort of Norse symbol.
Yeah.
Was Valkyrie something to do with Norse gods?
The Valkyries are the ones who are looking in Valhalla. They're fighters, aren't they? See, women.
That's why you like that pedal. That's why you like that pedal. It's appealing to your Viking DNA. Okay, lastly then, the violet tremolo.
Oh, yes.
We know what tremolos do, but what does the little switch do? Triangle and square waveforms. Okay, so the little switch is a waveform switch, so we've got triangle or square waves, so I don't know which way is which, but let's see what it sounds like.
More jagged, right?
So he's obviously quite happy to do that choppy thing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find somewhere that's a little bit more like a vintage amp tremolo. That's about there, isn't it? With the depth fairly low.
Was that the
speed rate? It's quite pulsy, quite thumpy. I think I prefer my sort of tremolo effects to be more smooth than that.
It's more soft on that setting, I feel like.
So that's where you're into that very choppy, you know.
That's nice.
That with a bit of overdrive, I think, would be a very classic. I'm sure you can all hear a couple of songs that were written with that type of effect on them.
But you know what you can do? You can come into Andertons and try them out and put some combinations together.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, there you are. That was our quick tour through the Flatley range. They're all available at Andertons at the moment. Well done, Paul.
We should shoot some of them out.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
say hi to Michael.
Absolutely, for 100%. See you soon.
It's a bit like
Please
Pinocchio.
like and subscribe, yeah. Bye-bye.
Oh my God. The f*** was that?